And we're back on the AM edition, and during this segment of the program, we're going to talk about getting organized. This maybe was one of the end of the year resolutions that some folks made. Maybe some people are slipping already, but I'll tell you what, I didn't worry about clutter and disorganization until I saw the cable show Hoarders. But I saw that and I've been scared straight. So I'm looking for some recommendations. We fortunately have an expert at the science of organizing yourself, whether it be your home or your office. Barbara Reich joins us during this segment of the program. And Barbara, thanks for the time this morning.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
How does one become an expert on organizing oneself?
Well, I think that there are certain people that are just born like this. I get emails from people all the time talking about how they labeled their Barbie clothes and organized their toys by color and by size. So I think that you either have it in you or you don't, but I've been doing this with clients. I've worked with about 300 clients over the last 10 or so years. So I guess that might qualify me as somewhat of an expert.
So let's say we're a little bit short of hoarders. I mean, that's a whole other disorder, and I'm not a hoarder, but I can be a little bit disorganized. What are the kinds of recommendations that you suggest for the moderately disorganized folks out there?
Well, I think there are a lot of people in the same boat as you who are just a little bit less organized than they'd like to be. And what I suggest is that you devote a little bit of time. You can't just do this 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Designate an hour, even two. Pretend that you actually have an appointment with a professional and treat that time as sacred, and then tackle an area. And the first thing that you really want to do when you're organizing is you want to start by purging. And sure, there's some things you might be a little bit emotional about, but what I find is for most people, if they take out every single thing in a drawer or closet, they can't believe how much garbage is in there. I mean,
this is
really
one of my
stuff
problems. Because I always assess everything I have as important and that I'm going to need it at some point in the future. And most of the time, that's not true.
Well, sometimes you need a friend with you who can kind of give you a little bit more clarity.
Yeah.
But you generally have more stuff than you do need. So the first thing is to eliminate what you truly don't need or don't want. And then the next step is to design an infrastructure. So create file folders, put things in containers. And most important, you need a label maker like the Brother P Touch to label everything so it stays organized.
Mm-hmm. And really, I guess organization is a habit. We had an author of a book about the power of habit. And you've got to get in good habits as opposed to bad habits when it comes to organization.
Well, I always say routines work. If you charge your cell phone in the same place every day, you won't have to look for your cell phone when it's charging.
Yeah.
Or if you keep your cell phone in the same pocket of your bag or your briefcase, when your phone's ringing, you're not going to miss a call wondering where your phone is. I'm a strong believer in habits and routines as well.
What are the ramifications if you're not organized? If you don't go to the trouble of being organized, what are the ramifications on the downside of not doing that?
I think that you're more anxious. Things take you a longer time. Your life is more chaotic. You spend more money buying things that you already have because you don't know you have them or where you have them.
So you actually save time and money. That's a pretty strong combination. That's a pretty good argument for staying organized.
And I'll tell you another thing.
Go ahead.
A lot of people that get more organized lose weight because if you organize your food and your meals and you plan ahead, you make better food choices.
Oh boy, how about that?
Oh boy, right?
It sounds better all the time. What about folks that want to get more information about getting organized? Where should they go? What should they do?
Well, if they want more tips for organization, they can certainly go to my website, which is www.resourcefulconsultants.com. Or if they want some really novel and interesting uses for the label maker, then they should go to the Brother P Touch website, which is showcasing 25 days of organizing and of labeling. And their website is www.brother-usa.com/ptouch25.
I understand that January is Get Organized month, so this is obviously your busy time of the year, huh?
this is one of my busiest times of the year. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I appreciate the information and getting organized. I didn't necessarily make a resolution about it, but it's something that I'm hoping to do in 2014 on a little more regular basis. So, Barbara, I appreciate the information.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
All right, we're going to be back with more on the AM edition coming up in a moment here at AM 1440.